Vibrant. Respected dignitaries, invitees, HODs and coordinators of various departments, delegates from various institutions, print and media persons, staff and students of RYMEC. A pleasant good morning to one and all. Myself, Vani H, Assistant Professor in ENCE Department, feels an immense pleasure to welcome you all for inaugural function of Second International Virtual Conference on Futuristic Trends in Embedded Systems and Networking, organized by Department of ENCE, RYMEC Bellary, in association with Institution for Emerging Engineering and Publication on behalf of our institution and management. I request Dr. Netravati ma'am to welcome Shri Alam Channappa sir, Vice President VV Sangha, Chairman GC RYMEC Bellary. Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Raki Patil ma'am to welcome Shri BV Basuraj sir, Secretary VV Sangha Bellary. Thank you, ma'am. I request Mr. Surendranath sir to welcome Dr. Savita Sonali ma'am, Vice Principal HOD EC RYMEC Bellary. Thank you, sir. I request Kaja Moinuddin sir to welcome Dr. Prabhavati ma'am, Professor ENCE Department. Thank you, sir. Let us begin this pleasant morning with an invocation song by Ranjita 8th Sem ECE Department.
Namma Sharade Uma Maheshwari Nimmolagihanaaramma Nimmolagihanaaramma More kappina bhava moredagalada kivi kore dadiya naramma Muru kannana sota muridita chandrana Dhirata gananathane karamma Nammamma Sharade Uma Maheshwari Nimmolagihanaaramma Rashi Vidyaya Balla Ramani Hambala Nolla Bhashaga Nivanaramma Lesagi Sojanara Salahu Vanileyade Keshavana Rasane ಕಾಳಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮ ಶಾರದೆ ಉಮಾ ಮಹೇಶ್ವರಿ ನಿಮ್ಮೊಳಗಿಹನಾರಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಮೊಳಗಿಹನಾರಮ್ಮ. Thank you.
Thank you, Ranjita. Deepa Jyoti Parabrahma, Deepa Jyoti Janardanaha. On this occasion, I request the dignitaries to light the lamp and spread the flames of knowledge. Please, sir. Thanks to all the dignitaries. I request Dr. Prabhavati S. Ma'am, I request Dr. Savita Sonali Ma'am, Vice Principal, HOD, ECE, and Conference Chair to welcome the gathering. Please, ma'am.
Respected dignitaries and dear participants, a pleasant good morning to one and all. As it is said, you sow a thought, you reap an action. So the thought of holding second international conference on futuristic trends in embedded systems and networking, ICFTEN-2021, is a reality today, organized by Department of E&CE, RYMEC Ballari, in association with IFERP, Institution for Engineering Research and Publication. It's indeed a great pleasure to welcome you all for the inaugural ceremony of 2 days international conference ICFTEN 2021. On this occasion, I welcome our guiding force, GC members, VV Sangha Ballari, chief patrons of today's conference, to this function. I welcome our cornerstone personality, Shri H.M. Gurisiddha Swami Sir, President VV Sangha Ballari. I wholeheartedly welcome Shri Allam Channappa Sir, Vice President VV Sangha Ballari, and our beloved Chairman RYMEC Ballari. Welcome you, sir. I also welcome Shri B.V. Basavaraj Sir, our enthusiastic secretary, and our ex-chairman VV Sangha Ballari, to this function. Welcome you, sir. I welcome Shri Darur Shantan Gowda Sir, Assistant Secretary VV Sangha Ballari. I welcome Shri Gonal Rajshekar Gowda Sir, Dynamic Treasurer VV Sangha Ballari. I wholeheartedly welcome the Conference Advisory Board members, Dr. Karisidappa Sir, Vice Chancellor VTU Belgavi, Dr. A.S. Deshpande, Registrar Academic VTU Belgavi, Dr. B. Rangaswamy, Registrar Evaluation VTU Belgavi, and Dr. A.M. Ramesh, Chief Executive Officer, KESTA, Bengaluru. I am glad to share that with the hard work and dedication by the faculty, the department is heading in the progressive path. We have received M.Tech VTU 4th rank, backed by Mrs. Radhika Vaiti, VGST funds of rupees 10 lakhs as second phase, NAIN funds of rupees 3 lakhs and 2 KCST projects have been sponsored this year and today's virtual second international conference. So on this occasion, I extend my warm welcome to today's keynote speakers. Today's international keynote speaker is Dr. Justin Dovels, Associate Professor, Delft University of Technology, Netherlands. So with his expertise in graphical models, machine learning, signal processing, computational neuroscience, intelligence transportation systems, with more than 7,000 citations for his research publications. So I welcome our international keynote speaker, Dr. Justin Dovels, sir. And another keynote speaker of today's conference is Dr. Dhananjay Singh, Vice President, Engineering and Innovative Payment Solutions, Bangalore Urban E-Governance Foundation. Welcome you, sir. I also welcome Mr. Haryant Chajar, Scientific Director, IFERP, and the entire team of IFERP. I grab this opportunity to welcome the research fraternity, session chairs, editorial board members, presenters, and our institution faculty and final year students who have contributed their research papers for this conference. I welcome our patron and supportive Dr. T. Hanumanth Reddy sir, Principal RYMEC Ballari. I welcome our dedicated conference convener, Dr. S. Prabhavati ma'am, welcome you. And I also welcome IQAC coordinator, deans, coordinators, and heads of the departments. I welcome press and media persons, teaching and non-teaching faculty of Department of E&C who have worked hard for organizing this conference, and the faculty of all our departments of RYMEC. Once again, I welcome each and everyone for this conference. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I request Dr. Prabhavati ma'am, Professor and Conference Convener, to provide insights of Second International Conference ICFTEN-2021. Please, ma'am.
Good morning to one and all. Myself, Dr. Prabhavati, Professor, Department of E&C, gives me an immense pleasure to give the information about the conference. We, the Department of E&C, RYMEC, are proud to host Second International Conference on Futuristic Trends in Embedded Systems and Networking, that is ICFTEN-2021, on 7th and 8th July 2021. It serves an outstanding platform for researchers and students to share their findings and thoughts with their fellow peers across the world. This international conference aims to bring together leading academicians, industrialists, research scholars, scientists, and students from various places in the world to exchange and share their experience and results and research results in computing application and recent trends in science and technology. The IFERP, being one of the largest professional association of South Asian organizers conferences, workshops, seminars, and/or awareness programs for providing the technical and other supports to improve research and development activities, publishing high-quality academician international journal, as well as up-to-date and current transactions. The highlights of this conference is the Second International Conference on Futuristic Trends in Embedded Systems and Networking is jointly being sponsored by the Institute of Engineering Research and Publication, IFERP, and RYMEC. It is organized by the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, RYMEC. The aim of this conference is to bring together the researchers, scientists, engineers, and practitioners to share and exchange their experience, new ideas, and research results about the embedded system and networking. After a rigorous pre-review process, the submitted papers were selected on the basis of originality, significance, and clarity for the process of conference. The total number of papers submitted to this conference portal is 103, and 89 was been accepted, and 59 papers registered for conference. The publication of the conference proceedings in IFERP conference with ISBN number UGC journals with impact factor of 4.8 and special issues in Scopus journals, and best paper award based on the content, best paper award based on the presentation. And for the details of the conference, they are available on the website www.ICFTN.com. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share about the conference. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I request Mr. Arihant to enlighten the gathering by his motivational words. Over to you, Arihant, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Good morning, one and all. It's indeed pleasure for me on behalf of IFERP to collaborate and conduct the conference for second time with Department of EC, RYMEC, Belgavi. ICFTEN-2021 is fortunate to attract a high interest among the community, and the larger number of participants provided a better chance for a high quality program, but also known as hard and difficult paper assessment procedure. The program is further enhanced with the keynote speaker by Mr. Justin Doyle, the Techie University Defeld, Netherlands, and our well-known speaker, Mr. Dhananjay Singh, the Vice President, EIPS, Bangalore Urban, Karnataka, are world-renowned speaker in their field. I had an opportunity to share the dais with Mr. Dhananjay sir. When I met him, he was such a humble person. I missed the opportunity to meet him again due to the pandemic, as well as the hospitality of RYMEC. I'm really satisfied with the authors who trusted us with their work. Without them, there would be no conference. I appreciate institutions' efforts to increase the knowledge while battling the COVID-19 pandemic. As time is difficult for all of us, the institution encourages the individuals to complete the obligatory research. I thank Dr. Prabhavati Madam for her coordinatory measure, and I feel glad for the immense support of principal of RYMEC, by which the conference is going on successfully. I would like to thank all of them, and I look forward to collaborating with RYMEC. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your continuous support in organizing this conference. I request Mr. Prashant Singh, Assistant Professor, PhD Department, to introduce the keynote speaker, Dr. Justin Doyle, Associate Professor, Delft University of Technology, Netherlands, and Dr. Dhananjay Singh, Vice President at E-Government Foundation, Bangalore.
Morning, Madam. My privilege to be the keynote speaker, Dr. Justin Doyle, the Associate Professor in Circuit and System Department of Microelectronics at the Delft University of Technology, Netherlands. He was an Associate Professor in the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering at the Nanyang Technological University in Singapore till the end of 2020. He was the Deputy Director of the ST Engineering NTU Corporate Lab, which comprises the computer research staff and engineering, and developing a novel autonomous system for airport operation and the transportation system. His research interests are in the data analytics with the application to intelligent transportation system, autonomous system, and analysis of a human behavior and physiology. Okay. He obtained his PhD degree in electrical engineering at the Swiss Polytechnical Institute of Technology in Zurich in December 2005. Moreover, he was a postdoctoral fellow at the Riken Brain Science Institute during the year of 2006 and 7, and a research scientist at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology during the year of 2008 to 2010. He has been a JSPS postdoctoral fellow at during the year of 2007, and a BIF fellow during 2008, and a Heinrich Benedect fellow of the King Bowdoin Foundation 2008, and the JSPS Invited Fellow during the year of 2010 and 11. He served as a chairman of the IEEE CIS chapter in Singapore from 2018 to 2020, and serves as an associate editor of the IEEE Transaction on Signal Processing since 2018 till date, and associate editor of the Elsewhere Journal Signal Processing since 2021, and organizer of a IEEE conference and special sessions. He is also elected member of a IEEE Signal Processing Theory and Method Technical Committee and IEEE Biomedical Signal Processing Technical Committee, both since from 2018. His research on intelligent transport system has been featured by the BBC and many more such popular channels and numerous technology websites. Besides his academic effort, the team of Dr. Justin Duell also collaborate intensely with local startups, small and medium entrepreneurs, and agencies, in addition to MNC in the field of data-driven transportation, logistics, and medical data analytics. Thank you. And I am also honored to introduce another keynote speaker of today's event, Mr. Dhananjay Singh. Sir, he obtained a BE Computer Science and Engineering from RBS College, Agra during the year of 1998-2002, and also completed General Management Program for a IT Executive during the year of 2016-17 from IIM Bangalore, and also currently pursuing a postgraduate program in Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning from a Great Lakes Institute of Management. When it comes to an experience summary, 18 plus years of IT experience with 10 years in a leadership role, working as a Vice President Engineering at a E-Government Foundation from 2018 to till date, and handling an engineering team for a national level platform, digital.org for urban governance, and exposure of handling 15 plus million GBP portfolios for telecom OSS platforms, and was a part of a top 20 high potential leaders of Infosys China 2012 HIPPO organization level leadership, and managed a large multi-geography engineering team for Europe, USA, UK, AMEA, and LATAM, and excellent exposure in a transformation initiative, product and platform thinking, outsourcing strategy, SDLC, agile methodologies, and vendor management, stakeholder management, and startup environment, and good exposure of managing a large urban governance, telecom, healthcare, retail manufacturing, and CPG domain portfolios with a team size of 600 plus, and a lot of certification in the area of Amazon Web Services, Python, Agile, and the service deliveries. And when it comes to a professional experience, a software engineer with the Cybercom Resource Private Limited, Bengaluru during the year of October 2002 to February 2006, and the senior project manager Infosys Limited, Bengaluru during the year of February 2006 to September 2014, and a group project manager at the Emits Technology Private Limited during the year of September 2014 to February 2015, and a head of engineering and principal of Ascend IT at a British Telecom during the year of February 2015 to December 2018, and a VP Engineering E-Government Foundations during the year of December 2018 to till date. Thank you then.
Thank you, sir. I request dignitaries on the dais to felicitate our beloved chairman, Sir Shri Alam Chanappa, sir. I request dignitaries to felicitate our Secretary VV Sangha VV Basraj. Thanks to all the dignitaries.
ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ಕಾಣೋದಿಲ್ಲ.
ಇಲ್ಲ, on. Secretary sir.
I request Shri BV Basuraj sir, Secretary VV Sangha Ballari, to address the gathering. Please.
Good morning, everybody. Respected Sri Allama Channappa sir, who is the Vice President of Veershaiva Vidyavartaka Sangha and presently newly elected Chairman of this prestigious RYMEC College. Respected Savita Sonali Madam, Vice Principal of this institution, and Madam Prabhavati, Dr. Prabhavati Madam, Professor, Department of Electronic and Communication Engineering. Respected all the professors, senior professors, teaching staff, coordinators, and respected dignitaries who have joined this conference. Really, it gives me a great pleasure to participate in this second international conference of prosthetic trends in embedded system and networking system. In this occasion, it is my pleasure to say that Dr. Gauri Shankar S, Professor, and also the Justin Goebbels, Associated Professor, Technical Universities, Netherlands, Mr. Dhananjaya Singh, Vice President, Engineering at Payment Solutions, Bangalore, and also Dr. Gauri Shankar S, Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, and Dr. Barki, who is the Professor and HOD Department of Hospital, and also respected Harichant Charjar, who is he is the scientific director of this ICFTEN. Really, this type of conferences will definitely help all the faculty who is working in this ENC department and other associated branches also. So the main object and the aim of this conference, as highlighted by the principal and also the speakers, that the main aim of this conference is to bring together researchers, scientists, engineers, practitioners to share and exchange their experience, their new ideas and the results about the embedded system and the networking. See, it is one of the biggest platform where all these experts are brought on the common platform and to discuss with regard to the advanced technology in this particular field, both theoretically and also practically. And it gives, definitely it will be an eye opener for the beginners who are more interested in this field. And at this juncture, I am very much thankful to this RYMEC staff members and the persons who have organized this international conference at this big level. I thank you one and all. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I request Sri Allamachanappa, sir, Vice. Thank you, sir. I request Mr. Panindra Reddy, sir, to render vote of thanks.
Respected dignitaries and members of the hall, a pleasant good morning. Gratitude is attitude that takes you to your altitude. With this belief, I, on behalf of entire fraternity of ENC department, Bahadhur Mahabaleswarappa Engineering College, Ballari, take the privilege to propose vote of thanks. I humbly convey deep regards and hearty thanks to the President of VV Sangha Ballari, Sri H.M. Gurusiddha Swami sir, for the encouragement and the support in conduction of this ceremony. I thank you, sir. I thank Sri Allam Chennappa sir, Vice President, VV Sangha Ballari, and Chairman of this college, RYMEC Ballari, for his gracious presence in this inaugural function and his support towards conduction of this international conference. I thank you, sir. I thank Sri B. Basaraj sir, Secretary, VV Sangha Ballari, for being with us today on this occasion and encouraging us to move forward. I thank you, sir. I thank Sri Daru Shantan Gowda sir, Assistant Secretary, VV Sangha Ballari, for his support. I sincerely thank Sri Gonal Rajshekar Gowda sir, Treasurer, VV Sangha Ballari, for all the help being extended. I express my gratitude to all the life members and MC members of VV Sangha Ballari. I thank you all. I thank today's keynote speakers, Dr. Justin Dowels, Associate Professor, Technische University, Netherlands. I also thank another keynote speaker, Dr. Dhananjay Singh, Vice President, Engineering at Innovative Payment Solutions, Bengaluru. I express my gratitude to the advisory committee members, namely Dr. Kari Siddhappa sir, Vice Chancellor, VTU Belgavi, Dr. A.S. Deshpande sir, Registrar, VTU Belgavi, Dr. B. Rangaswamy sir, Register Evaluation, VTU Belgavi, and Dr. A.M. Ramesh sir, Chief Executive Officer, KSTA, Bengaluru. I thank our beloved principal, Dr. T. Hanumant Reddy sir, for his help with all the possible resources needed to drive this conference towards the success. I also thank our Vice Principal and HOD ENC, Dr. Savita Sonali C. ma'am, for the conference, and also she is a conference chair who has been the catalyst behind the conference. I thank her for being the supportive structure, being involved and inspected personally each and every details of this conference. I thank you, ma'am. Let me now take the privilege to thank today's session chairs, Dr. Gauri Shankar S., Professor, Department of CSC, Dr. Ambedkar Institute of Technology, Bengaluru, followed by Dr. Parshuram Baraki, Professor and HOD, CSE, PDIT, Hospete, Dr. Savita Sonali ma'am, HOD, ECE, RYMEC, Bellary, Dr. Prabhati S., Professor, ECE, RYMEC, Bellary, and she is a conference convener, and she has taken enough burden, and she was guiding us in all the possible ways in order to conduct the event smoothly. I thank you, ma'am. I'm glad that these eminent persons, the session chairs, will be guiding the participants with their abundant knowledge and wisdom. I thank Dr. Veer Gangadhar Swami, sir, IQAC coordinator, for his support and coordination. Thank you, sir. I thank HODs, coordinators, and professors of various departments for their support and gracious presence on this occasion. I thank you all. I thank Mr. Arihant C., Scientific Director, IFERP, for his continuous support in this endeavor. I thank Professor Harmant Rao and all the press and media persons for their excellent coverage and publicity. I thank you all. I thank the wonderful participants who have joined us virtually in such overwhelming response from various colleges and from RYMEC as well. An event of this dimension cannot happen overnight. It takes a lot of efforts and energy. Now, it's time to thank all of these people who are the backbones in conducting this event. I thank all the teaching and non-teaching staff of ENC department. I thank you all. I wholeheartedly thank the entire organizing committee for their selfless commitment and untiring efforts. I also extend my thanks to all the teaching and non-teaching staff of RYMEC, especially Mr. Puneet and Mr. Shiva Kesi, Assistant Professor, CSE Department of RYMEC. I thank all our enthusiastic participants for their support and participation. At the end, I once again thank all the distinguished guests, invitees, and audience for their august presence virtually amongst us on this wonderful occasion. Wishing the very best to all the participants. I thank one and all for giving me this opportunity. Namaste. Have a great day.
Thank you, sir. Now I request all the members in the hall to join for photo session. Now I'll hand over the session to our keynote speaker, Dr. Dhananjay Singh, sir. A small instruction to all the student participants. You can join the presentation session after the lunch break at 1 o'clock.
Was founded by Dignitary around 15 years back. This organization which is trying to solve urban India problem, which is like improving citizens' lives, reducing corruption. So we had hi everyone. I hope you are staying safe and healthy. Across the globe, we are facing or fighting this problem, which is invisible enemy. And I'm really sorry that I'm not able to join in person this live conference, but I'm really excited to see the kind of topics of the papers and the kind of audience and the participants you have. Yeah, and I was slightly busy with my new organization's responsibility, so I could not join in person. So I'm just sharing my video. Hope it helps, and I'm a warm welcome to all of you for this conference. When I was invited to the conference, actually I was working with Eco Foundation, which is solving urban governance problems across India. And I hope you know Nandan Nilekani's name. And EGO was founded by Nandan Nilekani around 15 years back. It's an organization which is trying to solve urban India problem, which is like improving citizens' lives, reducing corruption. So we had a very nice digital platform, which is open source platform, which is called Digit. You can even explore digit.org. So yeah, so EGO was founded by Nandan, and so philanthropic mission supported by Media Network, Tata Trust, and Gates as well. So in EGO, actually we took many initiatives. So if I give some examples, reducing corruption, right? So when we went into one state, I don't want to name it, but where we saw the number of properties who were paying the property tax were around 3 lakhs kind of properties, but the water and sewage tax adjustment was from almost 10 lakh properties. There was a gap of around 7 lakh properties. This we could do when we integrated the data, and we did some analysis of the data. We did some AIML algorithm to just find the revenue leakages and all those things to solve a lot of the revenue leakage problem. And if I give you some samples of the kind of products we were helping government building plan approval, which is like across India, there are hard issues there, and that's again the paid kind of software where you just give the AutoCAD files, which is like building plan, and the approval and the rejection happens within few seconds with this product, where you just upload the file, and then yeah, it just reads all 300, 400 rules of that state government and just gives you your plan is approved or rejected, right? So a lot of corruption was reduced because of that, because everything was manual, a lot of corruption, files to move here and there. Yeah, so in Ego, we were trying to solve a lot of problems where senior citizens have to walk around and just stand in the queue to pay the property tax or again utility bills, right? So we aggregated the bills like for one property, one bill which will have your electricity, water, and other kind of utility bills together, right? So a lot of improvements have been done. When we hear the testimonials from the senior citizens, it really helps, or even I would say the kind of impact the team makes, it feels of a lot of proud. So yeah, so when we do a lot of initiative in terms of even if I have to relate with this conference topic, right, the AI/ML related stuff as well. We launched the NLP based WhatsApp chatbot in Punjab, and it was great success because it can understand any kind of even the absurd language the person is typing, be it Hindi, Punjabi, or English. So we did a lot of things. We used a lot of open source libraries, and the WhatsApp kind of integration was done. Again, so, if I talk about the engineering team, and I hope all of you can relate, right? So we used to do a lot of POCs where even if I talk about, I have seen some topics of the conference where a lot of you have written about the image processing. Also, one thing which we also did was during the pandemic time, why these field executives have to go and visit the meters for meter reading, right? So we did a lot of initiative where based on the OCR, the people can just send their the meter bill photograph, and then the field executive from their desk itself, they can generate the bill based on OCR reading and the OCR technology, and it can be automated by utilizing the text form fetch. Yeah, so if I talk about some more stuff based on OCR, we did where a lot of spelling mistakes happen when the government people do the form filling kind of a thing during the registration. So the auto fetch details from the Aadhaar and PAN card, that was again based on the OCR. People can upload their Aadhaar and PAN in the WhatsApp, and those details can be fed and autofill in the form, so that you can just avoid the human error. Yeah, so the list goes on. Yeah, so I don't want to bore you with that. So yeah, so and then so after Ego Foundation, I have recently joined an organization called Inaugural. Is into payments domain. Inaugural provides a POS solution. If you go to Reliance Digital or Reliance across India, or Titan or Inox or anywhere, you will find the credit card swap-in machine, which is again through Inaugural. So the payments domain itself is evolving a lot. Even if you see after demonetization, a lot of things evolved in the payments domain, and it's continuously evolving. See, whatever you do in terms of engineering, or you guys will go in your career path. Yeah, so just remember that my advice, or I would say from the mentorship point of view, people whom I mentor, I always tell you, as a part of engineers, typical habit, people have tendency to explore so many new things, fancy items and fancy things, right? But just make sure whatever you are building, right, just make sure it is kind of a platform thinking where other people can come and contribute. And other thing is it should impact a citizen's life, right? Not just some basic stuff or some fancy stuff. So just make sure whatever you are building, just it has some impact on citizens' life. So I still remember my 2-3 years of duration Ego. Every day you feel so proud when you hear a lot of testimonials from the senior citizens, and you can see the positive impact on citizens' life. So that's really soothing experience, I would say. Yeah. So even in fact, if we talk about the corruption, right, we reduce a lot of corruption, and we built a small product called M.Collect, which is miscellaneous collection. Within a week time, it had 4.5 crore kind of a collection from the street vendor, which the money used to go just in hand without receipt and all those things. So with the POS device kind of integration, people, the cops, they collected 4.5 crore just in 7 days. So just see the impact of digital transformation, which you guys will also be doing whenever you get onboarded into the company's organization, or you start your own organization, right? So yeah, before Ego, in fact, I was working with BT. So when I was in Ego, I could relate the lives of people, but when I was in BT, so you can relate a data center devices, alarms, and monitoring. But when it comes to engineering, right? So everywhere you have the opportunity to do some sort of innovation, some sort of the R&D part, right? So we did a lot of initiative on the AI/ML stuff as well. So like we built a correlation engine where, let's say if something goes wrong in the data center or in the network or in some device or some kind of application, right? So a lot of network events get generated. Even the guys who are sitting at the service desk, right? They get flood of tickets, right? Maybe the problem is one, but because your data center is down, device is down, network is down, and because of the application is down, everything is creating a lot of alert and multiple tickets get generated. And the time to resolution again takes a lot of time because of these multiple kind of threads. So we created a correlation engine based on some the machine learning algorithm. So we got very good the accuracy there. So based on the timestamp, based on the network diagram, based on how they are connected, which all applications are connected, you just generate one event, one ticket to the service desk. So at least the time to response is very fast. So I'm just giving these examples because I have seen a lot of good topics in today's the conference topic and papers topic. And those are really so nice topics. I was really amazed to see those kind of topics because line by line I was going through talking each and every topic. So interesting. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, don't limit your ideas by looking at somebody else. Right. Just try to see the nearby problems, whatever you have, and try to see how you can solve that problem rather than exploring some fancy item. Right. So take an example where I've joined this organization. They have this dynamic QR code, the patent, which generally we see the Paytm and the Phone Pay and those kind of the pamphlet which you see on the shops. Right. Those are static QR code which you just scan and just pay the money. But when you have to do some analytics on the transaction data, you can't do because that doesn't have any record who paid what, why, and on what for what, right? So this dynamic QR code generation, which is like this QR code itself carries a lot of information like for what it is paying, which merchant location, who is paying, which credit card, and all that. So you can do a lot of analytics post transactions even from the QR code data. So a lot of innovation is going on. So if you see even the POS devices, right, you never know in future these POS devices will start accepting the cryptocurrency kind of acceptance, right? Our friend Elon Musk has already bought billions of cryptocurrencies and saying you can buy the cars from the cryptocurrencies. So I'm really amazed to see such nice topics which you guys have chosen for this conference, and especially the diversity of the topics, right? Many of you have picked things like image processing and video processing, yeah, which is really good, and this is one of the hot thing in the market. Things like smart streaming cameras, which are already out there in the market, where, like say, generally in the if you go to the foreign country where you have the proper backyard kind of concept and you have the cameras, right? So it keeps recording if you are not at home, and the camera detects some event. So based on the event, even if you're outside, it sends you an alert that I see some activities happening in the backyard. But based on the image or the event which is happening, if it's a cat or dog, it will say I see just some animal. If it's a human, it will send you a critical alert that I see some human entering into a house, and it does not keep on storing the space of the video streaming because it's a wastage of storage, right? So whenever some activity is happening, then it gets triggered and start capturing things. So the video processing, image processing has gone to a very next level, and there's a lot of innovation there where even the theft detection in the shopping complex based on the video streaming, also a lot of things, the finding missing people based on the image processing, right? So whatever you do, right, when you see the impact of that, you feel so proud, and it's so satisfactory, right? So keep I would say keep innovating things and keep thinking about these good ideas. Take an example like the augmented reality for the kids, right? So we have seen a lot of AR, VR stuff coming in, but think about a creativity where you can create the AR kind of a stuff where kids can just select their character of choice, and the house itself they have the augmented reality kind of a characters to play in the 3D, right? They don't even have to buy the toys. You just change the software or the characters, and you can just play around. So there are a lot of innovation which is possible, right? So, and AI/ML in the education, right? You guys have studied hard, and AI/ML is bringing a lot of improvement in the education area, where when it's inbuilt in the online modules, based on the assessment, based on the speed of the course which you are reading at the self pace, it gives you an idea or generates a trend or recommendation that what are your weakness in the education system in terms of which topic you are weak, which topic you are strong, right? So a lot of things are going on. So I really appreciate the kind of topics you guys have chosen. And yeah, I really wish you all good luck and all the best for your paper submission. And as the list goes on with my examples, and I have a habit of giving a lot of examples, but I would like to stop here my monologue and wish you guys all the best for the conference, and take care, stay